Your Country 1039 KGRT. Gino Aragon here with you in studio in the Charlie Clark studios with Charlie Clark. I just like saying that. We got Charlie in the studios. And
Hey,
Charlie, how
everybody.
you doing today?
Doing great. Great to be here.
And of course, Charlie, it's been a while since we've been able to go ahead and get together. But I hear there's a little birdie that told me, named Martine. A little birdie told me that you got some great news to share about your Nissan stores and what's going on with there. Tell us about it.
It's just I want to thank all of you, for what you do, because without all of you, we wouldn't be where we're at. And we received a great honor because of you and the way you ranked us and scored us, basically. First of all, Charlie Clark Nissan in El Paso, as far as the global standings last year. So to qualify for the Global Award of Excellence, first of all, you have to be top 50 in the world in new Nissan sales.
Wow. In the world.
Wow. And so then once you're in that group, then they rank you in order of the how well you did with customers and service and sales and all these other categories that basically, it's like graduating from college, so with the best scores you could get, and with a 4 point, almost a 3.9 grade point average, I guess. But we're really honored because we worked. I want to thank my team as well for working as hard as they did, but we ended up ranking 4th out of those top 50 in the world, number 4 in the globe.
Wow.
In the world, in El Paso, Charlie Clark Nissan El Paso. So, I mean, our Valley stores, Charlie Clark Nissan Harlingen was number 9, and in the global rankings, and then Charlie Clark Nissan Brownsville was 10. So all three made top 10, and very proud of the team and very proud of all of you, because thanks God and thanks to all of you, we wouldn't have been anything. We're nothing without you. So I'm very grateful for you. And I tell my people, I try to make them understand, because when I started as an entrepreneur, I started from scratch, and I had to walk away from a 4th generation. I was going to be the 4th generation, all this. And it was very painful and hard for me to do. I had the evil stepmom and, the stepbrothers that she wanted to have in the spot, and I said, Dad, I think rather than worry about this inheritance deal, I think I'm going to just go out on my own. And he didn't give me a down payment. That's for sure. It was not an easy thing to do. When I left, and I was that guy, the Huero Sincero was the Huero Concero. I had 0 down, and my banker, thank God I had a great banker who had faith in my plan, and even lent me my down payment. So,
well,
but that's that fear. Once you start that way, and you're like, wow, if I don't make my payments every month, like everyone has, you think, well, a lot of these, multi-generational stores, a lot of times, the kids get handed the keys and didn't have to really work for it. And like all of us have to make our payments, and like you'll make your house payment, a car payment. In my case, it was making the dealership payment every month. And if I didn't, it went away. So it made that I chased people outside. I was like, please don't go. I said, guys, I got to talk to everybody before they leave. I mean, you got to make sure that because I knew every opportunity that I missed, whether we dropped the ball or whatever, it was on me.
Yeah.
So that urgency that I've had since the beginning, and now we've grown throughout the state, but again, I try to instill in my people, don't forget how valuable every single person is. I don't care about their credit score, whatever. Even if someone who can't buy, if you make them feel special, they're going to bring you somebody that can buy. Spend time to make everyone feel special. And that's been the thing I try to instill in all my people. Don't take anyone for granted, any opportunity. You work everything to the bone and try to help everyone out the best way you can. And so that helps us, from starting from the smallest little Nissan store, and for us to be able to grow to that level. But I say it humbly. I'm not saying it to lift my collar up like they say in Spanish, subir mi cuello. It's to say I'm very humble. I'm humbly here before you saying thank you so much for the opportunity, because without you we wouldn't be here, and I'm grateful for every single opportunity. So therefore that's why I try to give the extras, like Nana's lifetime warranty and oil changes for life, where Nana's lifetime warranty is huge. I just got a Chevrolet Buick GMC dealership, so what I walked away from I ended up coming back together with now.
Yeah.
And I bought one in Stanton, Texas, and it was also a family-owned business, had been there since 1948. So I walked away from one that was 1933 and acquired one that was from 1948 after I went through the journey, obviously on my own.
Yeah.
But I'm doing the warranty on that. Now, you know, oil field guys, everybody, those trucks go through a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I'm telling you, I'm paying for a powertrain warranty on your truck. Find me a Chevy store in the country that's going to give you a powertrain warranty for life. As long all you have to do is do the regular scheduled maintenance. And if your transmission goes out, differential or engine goes out, for as long as you keep it and it's in your name and you do your maintenance, I pay for the repair. And those are big repairs, 10,000 plus. So try to put the pencil to that when you're comparing me to anyone else, and you check my pricing online and you say, okay, if I'm tied with someone else price wise, let's say.
Yeah.
Okay, well, add in the oil changes for life, add that back in, add in if you're going to keep it for more than the time you're having the warranty and something big goes out on you.
Yep.
And I pay for that. Let's put the pencil to that. And then car washes for life too. Yeah. So just once we put it all together, it's the value is huge. And the reason I do that is because, again, that desperation I felt when I first started and I didn't know if I was going to make it. Now it's a way to give back and say, thank you. Stay part of my family, because I know how valuable you are. And I know no one else is going to give this to you. So if you stay with me, I want to do this for you. In the meantime, you'll send me more and more people too, because no other dealers are going to match that value.
Absolutely.
That's the point.
And the value is the key word right there. And also, of course, hard work is something right out. That example
hard work
of going through the hard work and having to build it up, starting from scratch the way that you did. And there's nothing wrong with being proud of the work that you put in, because that work that you put into that business has come back out with the recognition of that store. And and all of your stores, actually, you know, it's a well-earned little victory right there.
It's the first time in the
being humble's fine, Charlie, but every once in a while you got to go, yeah.
Well, I mean,
come on, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Well, there's a lot of hard,
you're right. No,
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Well, it's the hard work that you put in, the hard work that your team has put in for everything.
Well, you know, it's just something else. I mean, the first time in the history of Nissan that under the same ownership that 3 separate dealerships have made global and then also made top 10.
Yeah.
And right now we're pacing, we're right up there, number 3 in the nation, I think, right now. So
and that's what I just wanted to also reiterate, that we're talking global. This is worldwide.
Globally. And imagine this is I'm so proud of it, because you know, all of you and Las Cruces and the New Mexico area that lots of you come over to my showroom every Saturday. I have a high percentage of, we came from Las Cruces and we heard about your this and that and I heard you on the radio. And I'm so happy and proud that you're giving me that opportunity and just hopping on the on 10 and coming over just a short drive. Like I came over here this morning to you. And I do want to be more involved in the community here too. So we're going to talk about that. But I just wanted to mention about what just happened with the global, which is such a wonderful thing.
And congratulations on that accomplishment.
And thank you. And the other thing too is we got a back to school, like shifting gears this weekend, tomorrow, we got a back to school event where we're doing a loteria, back to school loteria. So we're giving away backpacks, shoes, stuff like that for the kids. It'll be fun, above and beyond. And most importantly, we're getting the inventory now. I have been working very closely with the manufacturer and saying, guys, we hit 3 global awards. You're talking about caring about customer treatment and all that. If you don't just care about the sale and you care about customer treatment, you're going to give me the inventory I need and my people are begging for. So guys, check out my inventory at charlieclark.com. So charlieclark.com will cover all the franchises we have now and all the used car lots. And don't think that it's it's down in the valley. We'll bring it up here. or we'll send it down to you. We'll no extra charge to you. We'll bring the vehicle from wherever our network. We have the trucks set up to do it. We're good. So remember, you're buying a new Hyundai, you're buying a new Nissan, you're buying a new Infinity, and right now Infinity.
Yeah, I was about to ask you how because the Nissan stores are getting all this recognition, but how are your Infinity stores?
Well, we've made it halfway up the ladder. So when we were at 143, and now we're up to number 74 in the nation.
Wow.
And it's been a go. It's been getting our traction because we got the product now, and right now we're doing, what is it, 10 grand on a 9,000 on the QX80, 9,000 savings on a Nana Pau specials on the QX80s. And believe me, the QX80s already started out 30,000 below its main competitors. Yeah. If you just drive one, you're not going to believe it. I have one. I had one, and the only reason I traded that in was to prove the point that I was back in the Chevy business again. And when I walked away from the Chevy dealership, I had a Tahoe Z71 with tan leather, white, and I left the keys on the desk and walked away and said, goodbye. And when I went out on my own, and so it was in the pipeline that it was a 6.2 liter Z71 with light interior.
Oh, nice, nice.
As soon as I bought it, I said, guys, that's mine.
You're not going to tell the boss no.
No. Yeah. So anyway, so the back to school special. And speaking of back to school, I want to remind, there were some people that came and bought a car for me in Brownsville last week, and they had a young man with them that saw exactly the car. It wasn't his taste, the 2023 Rogue. He wanted the 20, and he said, "Well, can I get on the college grad program?" And I said, "Well, that's a very good question." I said, I believe you can. Let me double check that. And sure enough, with a certified pre-owned Nissan, will qualify for the college grad program.
Wow.
Great rates, top credit, everything. You don't have to have, you can come. So college grads doesn't have to be a brand new car. So we sell a lot of certified pre-owns, and this guy was looking at a 2020. So, and it fit perfectly into his payment range, and he got great rates and great terms and great, so anyway, I just want to remind all of you looking for either new or used, and with college programs on new, but also certified pre-owned. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool right there.
Yeah. And you like certain cars, you like certain years, you like certain styles that are in there. And sometimes you just want to go with some of those, Yeah, absolutely.
I like the style of this other one. Perfect. Let's go with that.
Let's go with that.
Be brand new. So at charlieclark.com, you can surf all of my inventory. And it says about us. And those of you looking for careers, I've been doing, are you on live right now? You're not live? Okay. So anyway, normally I've been doing this live in the Valley, and it's been working out really well because people are starting to ask more and more questions. And I love having direct contact with you. And then it also gives more of a sense of urgency to my people when I send them directly in.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been doing TikToks and doing Instagrams, and I get all these.
Yeah, your social media game is pretty good.
Well, I mean, and that was before I started really having like the interaction myself. So it's been taking now I'm getting lists of questions of, I'm staying and talking 2-3 hours and saying, okay, go to this location, go to there, go to here, send us a message here. This is how the trading works. Most people want to know what their trade's worth. And I'm going to say, well, I need to know a bit more.
Yeah.
Is it had any paint work done? How are the tires? How are the wheels? How many miles does it have? What conditions it in? Does it have a ding in the windshield? Any stains inside? How does it smell inside the car? Is it driving? Is it skipping or anything? Anything I need to know before I give you that. But I'd be happy to give you that. And I remind people that there is a MMR, which is a value you can look up online, which we use. It's a tool that we use to show what the what they're bringing at the auction, basically. And then book value, the banks sort of go off of MMR right now, but then there's market value.
Yeah.
And then market value is what you want to look at. So when you all are looking for a car online and it says good deal, great deal, that's really much that's accurate. That's pretty darn accurate.
It's what the market's going to bear, what the market's going to pay for.
Yeah, and we have a tool that we use where we see how we are compared to the rest of the market on that vehicle. And we want to be at or below the rest and be aggressive.
Yeah.
So when you look us up, that's what you'll start to see is we're analyzing. We actually see how long the other guys had that car. We actually see if you tried to trade a car with us and you didn't trade with us, you trade somewhere else. We can see that too.
Yeah.
And I want to know why. And I hate missing a deal for any reason. I hate missing taking care or helping you. Every single one of you. I hate missing it. So I want to know. I like to go to school on that. Say, how did we miss that? Well, you were below the other guy. They stepped up and did more than you did. Okay, why? What happened here? How do we miss this? So this is learning experiences and coaching. But I'm very much a stickler about not being light on the trade. Let's just say. I like to be strong. So you ask me questions when I get on social media with you guys, I will be stronger than the other guys down the street they're going to say, oh, I'll give you this. I'll beat it.
Yeah. And that, and that just goes to, exactly what it takes. And that's why you've got those global awards. That's why your Infinity, store is moving up. That's why you are where you are, because of that dedication and just being good to your customers.
Thank you.
That's a really good thing right there.
That's the key. It's being so good to your customers that you have to connect your brain to your heart. That's the key, to get all of my team to connect their brain to their heart, because you could say, oh, technically that's out of warranty. I can't help you. Sorry. But then you say, well, this lady's bought 3 cars from us and it's out of warranty. But yes, you have to take other considerations. Use your heart now and say, okay, is this the right thing to do? Don't just say, well, you're technically correct. Now you're just using your brain, but not properly. You're not thinking, am I creating an ally for life, or am I letting someone go for something you could have pretty easily fixed? It's just kind of a bonehead decision. Why do that?
Yeah.
No, do the right thing. And always think, like, if you're dealing with my Nana, we're representing her. So every move we make, everything we're doing, it's like, think of her watching us and what would she do and what would I do? Technically, what would I do in the situation as far as, well, yeah, Charlie would help him out with that. Yeah, Charlie would do that. Yeah. So I try to get people to think.
What would Charlie do? That's going to be on, you're going to.
Well, that's the way I want my people to think, because that's how passionate I am about it. And when I encounter an issue, somebody sent me a message yesterday. I'm having an issue. The car's been there. I said, guys, how did you? And I walk them through this. This is got to think, guys. Got to think that their time is money.
Yeah.
And they've been in the shop this long. Yes, the parts on back order, but there are things you can do. Get them into a vehicle like their own. Make them feel like they're not missing a beat, and don't get them stressed out. This guy was stressed out on his wife's vehicle and got in touch with me, because I let people get right in touch with me. There's other places that you'll never talk to the owner. I don't mind that. I tell you guys, if you want to reach me, 956-357-8696, reach out to me. If there's anything you need from me, I got your back. And I want to make sure that everyone's doing what they need to do in our organization, or Nana Pow Pow.
Yeah.
From above.
So that next time, you could get all of those stores in the top 5.
You know what? It's funny you said that.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what I'm pushing for.
Absolutely.
I want them to be top 5. I said, guys, what does it really take to be top 5? And I looked at the numbers, and all we had to do is get a certain amount of core models, which is what I was telling the Nissan. I said, you want us to be top 5? We're there. Here, I need this, this, and this.
You give us that, and we will be top 5.
This many Kicks, this many Altimas, this many Rogues, this many Frontiers. Some of my core models. We're there.
Yeah.
All over it. All 3 top 5.
There you go. It'll happen. It'll happen.
I see it. I see it.
The power of positivity. He's willing it into existence.
First, you have to see it. This is what.
Yeah.
I was in in a spot in my mind where I was a negative town when I was a swimmer in college because I wasn't liking it. I was kind of burned out. I was on a scholarship, thank God, but I was at TCU swimming, and one of the swimmers was like, this guy, he didn't, I was in this amazing shape. This guy was in decent shape, but a fast swimmer. I mean,
Yeah.
he's fast. And he goes, always so positive. And he said, Charlie, first your mind's got to conceive it. First, you have to be able to conceive it. Once it's in there, once you can conceive of it, then you got to believe it. And then once you believe it, you can achieve it.
Yeah.
And so it's true. And after I got out of that funk, obviously later in life, my new career, and went into other sports and martial arts and judo and jiu-jitsu and stuff. And it's a lot of it's so much up here, but keeping those core disciplines that I learned in sports and, military school mainly. When I was at military school, just having those disciplines really helped me a lot.
Oh no, absolutely.
And being humble about it, and just having those daily disciplines, kind of like making your bed, having an inspection, making your gig line straight, everything's pressed. It's like it's the details. It's
the details right there. And once again, just to remind everybody for this weekend, because like you said, just about every weekend you've got something going out for this weekend. And this weekend it's a back to school loteria, right?
What's that?
Is that a signal for all of your fans?
No, come on. It was a pretty good impression.
I'm losing it. I don't know. Martin, tell me.
Back to school.
Oh, okay. Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah,
okay, that one took me. I'm looking at the side of your face.
The impression was not that good, but anyway. That
was
supposed to be Rodney Dangerfield back to school.
If you wanted to get that one, you have to do the triple Lindy.
Oh,
see, well, I know what I'm talking about.
Only if I'm bored, though.
Only if you're bored. Bored to bored to bored. Okay, yeah. Well, make your way out over to Charlie stores, Nissan stores,
and Infinity, and Joe Battle. So you don't have to battle anywhere else. Come see me.
Yeah. Come check it out. And of course, what do we say to wrap things up?
You got to say charlieclark.com. Orale.
I'm going to let you have all of that one, Charlie. Thanks for coming in, and I can't wait for the next time that you make it in.
Come see me, everybody.